Well, hello, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
First off, what is your name and kind of what are you doing in life right now?
Okay, so I'm Rebecca. I am from Congo. I moved in the US 5 years ago for school mainly, and I just graduated my bachelor's in digital marketing. And I recently started a new job, my very first job at Amazon. I am a recruiting coordinator there, so that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, that is awesome. 5 years ago, you just moved to the US and you're going like that. I guess, what are some of those passions? Because it sounds like you're in Amazon, you've moved here, but it sounds like you have a whole lot of other stories of how you got to this point. What made you want to go and get this degree and kind of the path you're on?
Okay, that's an interesting question. So I actually came here 7 years ago in 2018, and it was mainly for school trip. So my high school back in Congo in Africa decided to have a few students. It was actually 20 of us. And we came here in the US, but it was mainly just to go at Bellevue College. My school back home has a partnership with Bellevue College here.
Oh, super cool.
And they decided to have a few students over to kind of like visit the school. We had also a few classes, English classes, when we were here. It was during summertime, but most of the time it was just English classes, and then after we would visit different companies. So yeah,
That's super cool. That is so cool.
That was really cool. So I came with my friends, and we came with one of our teachers, our English teacher. So when we went back in Congo, my high school decided to have the student who would have the highest GPA come here. They would basically give a scholarship, and I was the student. I wasn't planning to come here. I didn't know I would come here after, but yeah, I got a scholarship, and my family was like, you need to go. I was young. I was 17. My mom was scared. She's so young. She doesn't know anybody. She would just, we cannot let her go by herself, you know? So my sisters tried to convince her. She was really scared, but she still had me here. She still accepted to have me come here. So that's how I basically came. I came here 5 years ago, started school. I started English classes first because I didn't know how to speak English. So I took some English classes for 6 months, and then I started college and graduated my bachelor's a few months ago and got the job right after. And something really interesting, I was the president of my school, of my college a few years back.
That's awesome. Just a stack. Wow. I really don't have words. That's such an inspirational story. Like, really, that's so cool that you kind of had that. And it sounds like you just took those opportunities that came to you.
Exactly.
And then with all these opportunities coming at you, how did you pick what you wanted your major to be?
That's an interesting question. So when I was coming, I was really confused about what I was supposed to be doing. And for some reason, I wanted to be a pilot. So when I came, I was sure I'm going to be a pilot. But then when I started making some research and talking to other pilots, I remember this one time the school had a few veterans over, and some of them were like I don't know if they're supposed to be called pilot, but in the veteran side of things. And I would ask them questions, right? And telling them how it was something that I was interested in. And I have really bad vision.
That's so slightly important to be a pilot.
Exactly. It is really important. So one of the guys actually told me that he had to go over surgery so he could, fix his eye vision problems and apply for the job. This wasn't something that I was considering, going through a surgery. It's dangerous, obviously. So I was like, okay, I think it's cool being a pilot, but I don't want it that bad, to have myself go through that. But after that, then I was so confused. People would ask me questions. I would be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I met this one lady at school. She was working at the front desk. So when I would take my English classes, after my classes, when I would be waiting for my bus, I would go and sit with her and just talk. So she was doing digital marketing. I graduated in digital marketing. She was also taking digital marketing classes. And she would tell me about whatever would go in her classes, what the teachers would have them, because they would watch a lot of videos. So she would tell me about those videos. So then I was like, oh, this is actually interesting. And that's how I decided to study digital marketing. I'm not doing anything related to digital marketing at the moment because I'm working in recruiting, human resources, but still good. And I'm still hoping that I would be able to find something related to digital marketing because it's really fun and interesting. Yes. And it's important right now. I think a lot of people should learn about digital marketing.
So important. Yeah. I know I need to do more digital marketing as well.
You should.
As Olivia will gladly tell you there. But if anyone wants to reach out to you to find out more about your story or talk to you about how to get into digital marketing, how can they get a hold of you?
They can I give my phone number?
I'm going to give this video to you, so it's up to you.
Okay. My email is better. It's actually Rebecca, REBECCA, MBAKA1 @gmail.com.
Awesome.
That would be the best way to contact me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. This was
You're
so
welcome.
insightful.
I really appreciate it.